Hey, good morning everybody. It's currently 5:22 and I just woke up. Well, I woke up 20 minutes ago, but then I forced myself to get out of bed 5 minutes ago. We are commuting up to New York for a trip that signs in at 11:29 or sometime around then. Need to leave the house in 5 minutes, so I think I'm literally just going to put my uniform on and just get ready once I actually get to the airport, since I'm going pretty early this morning, which is good. So I'm basically just commuting up to New York to go back to sleep. Alright, so I don't have to sprint through the airport. Let's go. Okay, I'm literally looking dead, but it is 8:08 a.m. and I just got here. I'm in the crew room and I'm about to take a quick nap and then probably wake up around 10:30 to do my makeup and get ready for work. What's up, you guys? The lighting is really bad and the fridge is really loud, but it's okay. I can only talk for like 2 minutes because I am running upstairs to go hang out with some girls on my crew. We've had a very long day. It's like midnight right now and we didn't get to the hotel till 11:30, so it was basically like a 12-hour work day. We worked from LaGuardia to Dallas and then Dallas to Miami, but we had a 4-hour sit in Dallas before we flew to Miami, and it's just a long time of sitting around. Then our flight was really full to Miami, so I've had a day, but I just wanted to give you all a really quick room tour because this room is really nice. So we have a kitchen, like a full kitchen, and then 2 beds, 2 chairs, bathroom. I already unpacked all my stuff because I'm about to go upstairs. I will talk to you guys in the morning because I am definitely going to go straight to bed after I hang out with my crew. Good morning, you guys. I went to sleep around like 4 a.m. I was just up hanging out with my crew. Also, I was FaceTiming my friends who are all on a layover together in San Diego. I have friends who are Miami based, and one of my friends, this is her last month being Miami based before she goes to Phoenix. So she's got some really good layovers this month. One of my other friends was actually working her trip, so I was like up FaceTiming them on the West Coast. But now it's 9 a.m. and breakfast ends in 30 minutes, so I need to go downstairs. I'll see you guys soon. Alright, y'all, I'm back from breakfast. Also went on a quick walk with one of the other flight attendants just around the block to kind of check out the area that the hotel is in. And then I actually just uploaded a new YouTube video. It's this flight attendant Odan video, on duty all night, commuting flight attendant life, which I still am a commuting flight attendant. My commute is not going to be from Raleigh for much longer, which I'm announcing in my next video, but I am actually announcing it on Instagram sooner, so follow me on Instagram if you don't already. I actually had a 24-hour Vail layover, Vail, Colorado, that I traded for this Miami layover because I did not want to be in the cold. I used to live in Colorado for 5 years and I love it there so much, but I was like, there's no way that I can be in the cold this week. I'm having vacation hangover because I was in St. Thomas a couple weeks ago and coming back to the cold is just not it. So the whole point of picking up this layover was that I could go to the beach and touch the sand and feel the water. I honestly really need to get some vitamin D because I've been pretty much stuck in the airport for the last week. I'm going to walk down to the beach right now. It is 12:22 p.m. and my van pickup is at 12:17 p.m. I think it's gonna take me like probably 35 minutes round trip to walk down there and back. So I've got to get going so that I can spend at least 30 minutes on the beach. Gotta set up all my flight attendant stuff first to make sure that it's all ready for when I get back. All right, let's go. Y'all, don't even play with me right now. This is the best ice cream ever. Alright y'all, I'm back from my walk. I did stop at this really cute coffee shop that was inside of like a food hall, and I got a matcha latte with oat milk. And I also saw this banana bread muffin that I had to have, even though I am getting lunch at the airport at this salad place that a pilot recommended to me. But I saw the muffin and I was just like, that looks so good. I was feeling really lazy today after editing all morning, and I was up pretty late with my crew. I did consider going back to sleep for a minute, but I'm so glad that I walked down to the beach. It was so pretty and I just love the beach. Like, it's gonna put me in a good mood for the next week, because I am coming back next weekend with my girlfriends. We're going on a girls trip down here to Miami. And then the week after that, I actually have another long Miami layover. So we're gonna have some fun this month, you guys. A lot of really good layovers. I honestly probably will not vlog the girls trip because I feel like you guys don't enjoy seeing that content, like about my actual life. I'm getting the vibe that y'all are here for the flight attendant content, which is fine. Maybe in time we'll connect and be friends, and then you'll want to watch my lifestyle content as well. I used to make lifestyle vlogs all the time, and that was all that my YouTube channel was. Going to music festivals, going out in college. Okay, in usual Briner fashion, I do need to leave this hotel room in 27 minutes. So I'm gonna go rinse off and put on a little bit of makeup and get ready to work back to New York. Hey you guys, so clearly I did not just get back from that trip. I am currently on a different trip. I just wanted to close out the video with letting y'all know kind of what happened. We were just coming back one leg from Miami to LaGuardia. It was a completely full flight. Every single seat was taken on this flight. So we had someone come on that was in a wheelchair. He was elderly, had a little bit of dementia, did not like anybody to touch him, to help him. So it took a little while to get this passenger on the plane in his seat, as well as his traveling companion who was also in a wheelchair and was elderly. So we get them seated and situated and everything's fine. Well, it was mostly fine, but I had a couple of people who wanted to argue about putting their bags in the overhead bin. Like, they didn't want to put their bag in an overhead bin that wasn't directly over their seat. These women were extremely adamant about the fact that since they paid for main cabin extra, they should not have to put their bag in any other area other than the bin that was directly above their seat. Well, they came on probably middle to end of boarding, and so all of the other passengers who were already seated in that area had put their larger carry-on item in the overhead bins that were in the location of their seat. So I moved some things around and made space for them a couple of rows back. Well, they still were unhappy with that and tried to get into a whole argument with me over it. Y'all, like, I try to be accommodating, but eventually you just can't accommodate people who don't want to follow the rules. So I told them that their options were either to check their bags to their final destination, or they could put their bags in the space that I had made for them in the overhead bin. After about 5 minutes of kind of going back and forth, these women finally put their bags in the overhead bin a couple rows back. I kind of feel like when passengers are coming on and being a bit argumentative, that sets the tone for the flight. But I was still trying to stay positive. I was like, it's still gonna be okay. It's a quick flight back to New York. Well, quick for what I consider quick. We leave on time, you know, we get in flight, everything's fine, until the elderly man who was in the wheelchair, he had to go to the bathroom. He was seated in the window seat and his companion was sitting beside him. So the woman that was in the aisle had to get up. She came up front just to give us a little bit of space so that we could get the aisle wheelchair out to help this man get to the bathroom. But like I said at the beginning of the story, he does not like to be touched. So it was a little hard to help him get into the aisle chair without physically helping him get into the chair. So we were kind of trying to rely on his companion to, you know, make him more comfortable, help him out with getting into the chair. But his companion is also elderly and didn't speak great English, so there's a bit of a language barrier. We're trying to help him help his friend, and it takes a while, but eventually we get him into the aisle chair. We get him down the aisle into the bathroom. Meanwhile, we have passengers who are ringing their call lights and asking us for water, drinks, you know, because we hadn't done our in-flight service yet, because this happened pretty much right as we were about to start our in-flight service. But as flight attendants, our priority is to make sure that you are safe and taken care of on the flight. Obviously, we're not just gonna let this man pee on himself in his seat. So that was our first and foremost priority over serving snacks and drinks. So this is all going on. Passengers are ringing their call lights to ask us for snacks and drinks while we are trying to get the man into the aisle chair to get him to the bathroom. There were 4 flight attendants on the plane. 2 of us were helping with this situation. The other flight attendant was up in first class, starting their first class service. The last flight attendant was in the back of the aircraft setting up the beverage carts for our in-flight service. So anyways, we get the man into the bathroom, all is well. We start the main cabin service, and we had multiple comments made to us about how long it took for us to get the cart out. This took us, I mean, probably 30 minutes to get this man into the aisle chair, wheel him up the aisle, get him into the bathroom, because he did not like to be touched and he was physically unable to get into the chair. So I hope y'all are kind of understanding where I'm coming from with explaining that this was a difficult situation to deal with. But anyways, the passengers are unhappy because our beverage service was delayed, and then the elderly man in the wheelchair comes back to his seat. We try to get him situated in his seat, which was at the window, and he did not want to sit by the window anymore. He decided that he wanted to sit in the aisle, which would have been fine, but he sat down in the aisle seat before we could allow the woman who was supposed to be in the aisle seat to get into the window seat. So this poor woman didn't have anywhere to sit. This woman was so understanding, so sweet, was like, just let me know how I can help. I'll stay out of y'all's way if you need me to do that, and you can get him situated. So she was super understanding about the whole situation, but I felt bad because she was unable to sit in her seat. Eventually, after another good duration of time, get this man back into his aisle seat and his companion situated in the middle seat. But by this time, we are about to prepare for landing. So this whole bathroom situation has taken almost the entire flight. I just want to tell you guys what happened because, like I've said in my previous videos, this is not a perfect job. You are gonna have some of these more difficult days where you just feel super drained and are ready to get in bed and have maybe 2 or 3 days off. But overall, it was a super fun trip. I had a great layover in Miami. Like I said, I do have a big announcement coming up soon about where I'm living, and I actually am transferring bases. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can see that video when it comes out. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.